All right. Welcome everyone to the game week 3 of ZQL season 2. Seat 1 is Vinod, seat 2 is Haim, seat 3 is Movin, and seat 4 is Aniket.
Can you guys
And
hear me?
yes, we can.
Okay.
Great. Let us start. Best of luck, everyone. Round one, first one is for Vinod. Are you okay to start? Kamal Hassan's 2022 blockbuster Vikram has a scene where a baby is shown receiving CPR. This is performed with the assistance of a doctor named Blank, who explains the correct procedure over a phone call. What is this very apt name of the doctor?
Annie.
Annie is absolutely correct. Superbly worked out. The CPR doll reference, which is of course named Annie. Next one for you, Vinod, is this. What term was used historically to refer to the ore that is composed of zinc carbonate or zinc silicate? It now refers to a pink solution of zinc oxide and 0.5% ferric oxide that is used to treat mild itchiness. Last 10 seconds.
Pass.
Haim,
Pass.
Movin.
Calamine.
Yeah, this is calamine. Absolutely right. Calamine, and also acceptable was lactocalamine. Next one for him. With Old Persian as base, which script was deciphered from the trilingual Behistun inscription, Elamite and the Babylonian version of the Akkadian. Two of the many ancient Near East languages that use this script were found on this inscription. Last 10 seconds.
Pass.
Okay, goes to Aniket,
Sumerian.
not Sumerian. Vinod
Pass.
and Movin.
Cuneiform.
Uniform is absolutely correct. Super answer there. This is cuneiform. Next one for him. In 1884, Teddy Roosevelt wrote, "The light has gone out of my life," in his journal following the death of his wife and mother on the same day. 64 years later, which world leader paraphrased these words to mourn the loss of the father of his nation?
Pandit Nehru.
Yeah, that will work. Plus one for you. Next one is for Movin, and first question is this. During the brief period when it was a republic between 1918 and 1921, and later from 1990 to 2004, this flag, designed by artist Lakob Nikoladze, was used by which country? In 2004, the Five Crosses banner, which had been used as a symbol of the resistance movement that had toppled the regime in 2003, was adopted as the flag.
Georgia.
Georgia is right. That is correct. This is Georgia. Next one for you. What syncretic religion was created in 1582 by the Mughal Emperor Akbar in an effort to reconcile the differences that divided his subjects? Translating to religion of God or divine religion, it was primarily drawn from Hinduism, Islam, and Zoroastrianism, but also included elements of Christianity, Jainism, and Buddhism.
Din Ilahi.
Yeah, that is right. Dinela is absolutely right. 2-1-2. Good start. And last two are for Aniket. And first of them is this. In 2017, the editors of the Vulture magazine published a ranking of the 100 hardest video game bosses. The first position in the list went to Skolas from a 2015 extension pack of which FPS or RPG by Bungie Games. It was perhaps more than a matter of fate because the list had itself been published to celebrate the launch of its sequel. Last 10 seconds.
Destiny.
Yeah, very well worked out. From the hint fate, this is destiny. Next one for you. The Velociraptor appearing in the Jurassic Park franchise are in fact based on the Deinonychus genus of dinosaurs, with the former name used instead because it sounded more menacing. The name Deinonychus means terrible blank, referring to an unusually large and sickle-shaped feature which helped it hunt better. What feature also seen in birds such as the ostrich and cassowary? Last 10.
Basically, there's like a hook-shaped claw at the end of their feet, which they use for like tearing apart.
What's your final answer?
So you just want one word, okay? Or I'll say hook.
Not hook, Vinod.
Claw.
It was claw. You said claw, but you had to say it as a single answer. So claw is absolutely correct. This is the end of round number 1 with this, and starting round 2 with Vinod. This funicular railway links at the Malastrana district to the top of the Petrin Hill. The hill consists of observation decks that provides views of the main castle and its surrounding district, St. Nicholas Church and Charles Bridge. Which capital city with the Latava flowing through it?
Prague.
Prague is absolutely correct. 1 second. Yeah. Next one for you. Influential choreographer Marius Petipa pioneered the fairy tale ballet genre by blending the supernatural and ethereal aspects of fairy tales with ballet production. Premiering in 1890, which was the first of the fairy tale ballet produced by Petipa. With music composed by Tchaikovsky, it was based on Charles Perrault's La Belle au Bois Dormant.
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty is right. Good answering. Next one for him. The second hardest video game boss in Vulture's list, the Lovecraftian monster, was added in 2006 to which MMORPG by Blizzard Entertainment. The best guilds in the world couldn't defeat it for 80 days before its wow factor was nerfed down by a software patch. Last 10.
Pass.
Okay, goes to Aniket.
Assassin's Creed.
Sorry, what's your answer?
Assassin's Creed.
Not Assassin's Creed. Vinod?
World of Warcraft.
Yes, that is the answer. Wow, is there the hint in the question itself? That's the World of Warcraft. Next one for him. Celebrity Deathmatch is a claymation animated series that originally aired on MTV. Season 3 features a face-off between Steven Spielberg and another legendary director. During the fight, Spielberg prepares to do a flying drop, but the other director asks him to stop and look down. Spielberg feels woozy and falls in a swirling motion. The iconography of which film aptly forms the background of this sequence.
Vertigo.
Yeah, this is Vertigo. Correct answer. Next one for Movin is this. Signifying a period of change and upheaval in the areas of life ruled by a planet, which term in astrology refers to the optical illusion when a planet appears to be moving backwards in its orbit.
Retrograde.
Yeah, this is right. Second, with ancient Greek as the base, which script was deciphered from the trilingual Rosetta Stone, apart from hieroglyphics. In its early stages, the script was used only for administrative, legal, and commercial text, while hieroglyphics and hieratic were reserved for religious texts and literature.
This is that demotic.
Yeah, this is demotic. Good answer. Next one for Aniket. When it was granted autonomy in 1952, this country chose a light blue flag with an olive wreath as a tribute to the UN colors and to signify their desire for peace. Which country, following independence after 4 decades of bloodshed, they chose a new flag that overlaid the olive wreath upon the flag of the party that fought for its liberation, comprised of 3 triangles, red, blue, and green. Last 10.
Eritrea.
Yeah, very good answer. This is Eritrea. And you can see the flag as well, the triangles and the olive red. Next one for you. Kamal Hassan's 1995 film Kuruthi Punal pits him as a police officer trying to take down a militant outfit. The film kicks off with a photo montage which hints at its theme. This is also director P.C. Sriram's way of reflecting his anger at whatever was happening in the country. What development in the Tamil Nadu from earlier that decade is a part of this montage?
Yeah, the assassination of Rajiv Gandhi.
Yeah, this is absolutely correct. Perfect answer. This is the Rajiv Gandhi assassination in Sri Perumbudur. Correct answer. All right, moving to round number 3. First one for Vinod. The New Yorker cover from January 15, 1955 depicts two women looking at a sculpture of thin figures. These figures are rendered in the style of which Swiss artist and sculptor active around that time?
Giacometti.
That is absolutely correct. Giacometti is right. Well done. See the answer. I think he's called as a thin man. Next one. Along with milk, what is the primary ingredient in a golden latte? It's a powder obtained by grinding the dried roots of the curcuma longa, a flowering plant of the ginger family.
Turmeric.
Yeah, as easy as turmeric. Perfect answer. Next one for him. Indominus rex, a fictional dinosaur species, is the main antagonist in the 2015 film Jurassic World. It is a hybrid created by modifying the genome of a Tyrannosaurus rex with that of other animals. One of the DNA sources is a marine mollusk, which gives the Indominus rex an excellent ability to change color and thus camouflage itself while hunting. Which cephalopod? Austin?
Stingray.
Not stingray. Moving.
Cuttlefish.
Yeah, absolutely correct. Cuttlefish, and also accepted was sepia. Okay. Next one for him. Which Indian dancer won the National Award for the Best Choreography for the 2013 Kamal Hassan film Vishwarupam? He choreographed the Kathak sequence, which introduced Kamal's character in the film.
Birju Maharaj.
Yes, it is. Birju Maharaj is correct. Next one for Movin is this. What mineral ore with the chemical formula CaMgCO32 is the principal ore of magnesium metal? It is named after a French geologist who discovered it among samples collected from a mountain range, which is also named after him in northeastern Italy. Last 10.
Dolomite.
Yes, dolomite is correct.
Oh.
Good answer there. This is dolomite. Next one for you. This funicular railway links an iconic bridge to the top of the castle hill. It is used primarily by tourists to visit attractions such as the Plank Castle, Matthias Church, and Fisherman's Bastion that are located on one half of the city. Which capital city that is divided by the Danube? The blank is part of the answer.
Budapest.
Budapest is right, yeah. And last two for Aniket, starting with this. The first fairy in the Sleeping Beauty is known as the Crystal Fountain Fairy or Plank Fairy and offers purity and honesty to the Princess Aurora. What is the frank name of this fairy? The name also forms a title of a satirical 18th century essay which warns against the perils of optimism.
Indeed.
Candide is correct. Next one. Din-e-Ilahi adopted the precept of blank, a key virtue in the Dharmic religions, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. It encouraged followers to practice vegetarianism and prohibited the slaughter of animals for any reason at all. What is this principle of nonviolence?
Ahimsa.
Is right again. And this also ends round number 3 with this. Fourth round, first one for Vinod. Pteranodon is a genus of pterosaur that appears in most films of the Jurassic Park franchise. They are some of the largest known flying reptiles. While one part of their name hints at this ability to fly, the other part is a reference to the absence of something in their skulls, thus making them distinct from other pterosaurs known previously. What is missing?
Jaw.
Not the jaw. Him? Needing an answer
Absence
now?
of a medulla oblongata.
Not correct. Aniket?
Teeth.
Teeth is the perfect answer. This is what we are looking for. This is teeth or tooth, as odon means teeth and anodon means no tooth, which also forms a part of their name. Next one for Vinod. Which world leader told the Supreme Court of his country on April 20, 1964 that he was prepared to die for his ideal of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities? He became the first democratically elected president of his country in 1994.
Nelson Mandela.
Yes, it is. Nelson Mandela is correct. Next one for him. In astrology, blank refers to the movement of a planet in the sky with respect to one's natal chart. Which term? In astronomy, the term is used to refer to an event when one celestial object passes in front of another.
Eclipse.
Good guess, but not eclipse. No.
Transit.
Transit, it is. Very nicely worked out. This is transit. Next one for him. One of the stories of how this book was conceived goes that its author decided to scan a word list and create a story out of the first two words that rhymed. The words he found were blank and blank. Which 1957 book by Dr. Seuss? The blank are part of the answer. Please note, I don't need the blank only, I need the full name of the book. Last in.
The cat with the hat.
Prompt. Since the name of the book so had to be specific.
Cat wearing the hat.
Not the cat with the hat or wearing the hat. Movin.
The cat in the hat.
This is the cat in the hat. I'm so sorry, him, but I'm just following what is there in the text. This is the cat in the hat. Yeah, that's the answer. Next one for Movin is this. Season 1 of the Celebrity Deathmatch featured two duos vying for the title of Best Extraterrestrial Investigators. Agent K and Agent J face off against the lead pair of which TV series? It saw a reboot in 2016, 14 years after the first airing ended. The show got its name from the fact that the case notes of the largely unsolved mysterious crimes were stored in a particular cabinet.
X-Files.
Is right. Next one. Kamal Hassan's 1987 black comedy Pushpaka Viman features Amala as the female lead. Her character's father is a performing artist in the film, with the role essayed by an expert named K.S. Ramesh, who, however, had been the original choice for this role.
Shivaji Ganesh. Shivaji Ganesh.
To
I
him.
think
Kamal Hassan himself.
Not correct. Aniket.
Pass.
Vinod.
pass.
Okay. As you can see in the image, he's pouring something out of a book. So it's kind of a magical trick. So the most famous magician that you might know is PC Sarkar.
Oh,
So that was the initial first choice for this role. And also in the question, it was mentioned as a performing artist. So that also leads you to, it could be a magician as well. Yeah. So a lot of hints there in the question and the image. Next one for Aniket. With ancient Greek as base, which script was deciphered from the bilingual city of Melkart, named after an ancient thalassocratic civilization in the Levant. The script was used to write early Iron Age Canaanite languages. Sorry. Last 10 seconds.
The Phoenician script.
Yeah, Phoenician is acceptable. Phoenician alphabet is the complete answer, but Phoenician being the highlighted part. That is correct. Next one for you. The natural mineral form of lead sulfide and containing up to 0.5% of silver. What is the primary ore used for extracting lead? It was used by the ancient Egyptian to make the eye cosmetic coal.
Cool.
Last 10 seconds.
Mascar.
Not correct. Him,
pass.
Pass.
and Movin.
Galena.
Galena is a wonderful answer. It was
Nice.
Galena, and also acceptable was lead glass. All right, halfway into the quiz, Movin is in the lead with 12, Aniket on 7, Vinod on 9, and Haim has scored good 3 points. Let us go to the second half, and first one for Vinod. The fourth hardest video game boss in the Vultures list is Through the Fire and Flames, from the third roster of which came by Activision. Even with an all-hands approach, players have struggled to reach the 100% accuracy since its 2007 release due to the relentless onslaught lasting for over 8 minutes. The visual is a meme referencing the game.
Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero is absolutely right. Nicely worked out.
Wow.
Next one for you. Yeah, this is Guitar Hero. Next one. Referring to the zodiac sign that was making its way up the eastern horizon at the time of one's birth. Which term in astrology refers to the third component of one's big three signs alongside the sun sign and the moon sign? Last 10 seconds.
Sagittarius.
Not the Sagittarius. Here. It's 5 seconds. Any final answer?
Pass.
Aniket?
Pass.
Movin?
Ascendant.
Ascendant is also correct. The other acceptable answer was a rising sign or an ascendant sign. Great answer there. Next one for him. In 2009, this player sported a gaudy gold and white Nike jacket with the number 15 emblazoned on it. While it did not violate the Wimbledon's all-white dress code, the fact that the player wore it immediately following the end of the final is what sparked controversy. Which player? Last 10.
Nadal.
Not Nadal. Aniket?
Roger Federer.
This is Federer. Absolutely correct. This is Roger Federer. Next one for you, him. The New Yorker cover from December 2, 2019 was a painting titled Art Connoisseurs by Kadir Nelson. It was an examination of what qualifies as art. Nelson was inspired by which artist's 1962 painting Art Connoisseur, which asked the same question. The painter of the 1962 work was back in the news earlier this year in connection with his grandchild, winning an award. Last time.
Norman Rockwell.
Yeah, absolutely correct. Nicely worked out. Daisy Rockwell is the grandchild, and the person is Norman Rockwell.
Wow.
Oh,
Great
yeah.
answer.
Tomb of.
Yes. Very good answer. Next one for Movin is this. In 1963, which world leader, after rejecting the draft from his speechwriters, spoke in his own words about the day when this city will be joined as one and this country and this great continent of Europe in a peaceful and hopeful globe. However, this speech became famous for its only non-English line.
Oh, this must be John F. Kennedy.
Yeah, JFK, perfect answer. Second, this dinosaur appearing in the 2022 film Jurassic World Dominion is one of the largest terrestrial vertebrates known, possessing the greatest mass of any land animal that can be calculated with reasonable certainty. It has a name that means fears nothing, almost the same as a type or a class of a battleship from the early 20th century. What is the common name?
Fear not. Dreadnought.
Dreadnought is correct. Yeah, great answer. This Dreadnought is 100% right. This Dreadnought. Next one for Aniket. Season 6 of the Celebrity Death Match features a comedian face-off against a popular movie star. During the match, the comedian has a sheet of paper drop down and cover the entertainer, rendering him temporarily unable to fight. Which entertainer is covered by the sheet of paper? The sequence would have been equally apt had the same thing happened to the comedian. Last 10.
Rock.
Rock is correct. Yeah, good answer there. Rock is absolutely right. Next one for you. Along with milk, what is the primary ingredient in a purple latte? It is made from a powder or a puree obtained from the antioxidant-rich berries of the Euterpe oleracea, a palm tree native to Amazonia. Last 10.
Goji berries.
Not kochi berries. Okay.
Gooseberries.
Incorrect. Vinod?
Berries or acai.
Acai is the word that we were looking for. That is the right answer. This is acai.
Okay.
Next one is for you, Vinod, for round 6. This book has long been understood as a criticism of the commercialization of the festive season, but its ending, in which the cranky burglar returns the items he had stolen, also seems to suggest a theme of conversion. Which 1957 book by Dr. Seuss?
How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Yeah, perfect answer. Next one. In a 2017 match, this player was forced to change her bra mid-game as the pink straps that would occasionally become visible was in violation of Wimbledon's all-white dress code. Which player, the first African-American woman to reach world #1 in the open era of tennis?
Venus Williams.
Yes, correct again. 2-2. Next one for him. The followers of Din-e-Ilahi saluted one another with the takbir, an Arabic phrase integral to Islam. What is this phrase? Translated to God is the greatest, it can be used in a variety of situations from celebrations to the times of grief.
Allahu Akbar.
Yeah, this is right. Allahu Akbar is perfectly correct. Next one for you. When this country proclaimed independence from Colombia with the backing of the US in 1903, its proposed flag, as there in the visual, combined the US stripes and Colombian colors with two connected suns in the top left. Which country is this? Its current flag has 4 quadrants with a blue star in the top left, a red star in the bottom right, signifying the two political parties from 1903.
Panama.
Yeah, special answer this. Panama is absolutely right. Great answer. And you can see the current flag as well. Next one is for Movin. The third fairy in the Sleeping Beauty is called the Metes Q Tombent or the Blank Fairy and offers generosity to Princess Aurora. Her name is based on the Russian tradition of sprinkling what food item to wish the baby a prosperous life. This food item appears in a German fairy tale as well. The blank is the singular form of this food item. Last in.
Peppermint.
Not the peppermint. Same.
Gingerbread.
Incorrect. Aniket.
Pass.
Vinod.
Breadcrumb.
Absolutely right. This is breadcrumbs. So singular form is breadcrumb and the plural it will be breadcrumbs. So that is the right answer. Next one. Along with milk, what is the primary ingredient in a blue latte? It's a dietary supplement produced from tiny spiral-shaped cyanobacteria or blue-green algae. Last in.
Agar.
Not agar. Aniket.
Pass.
Same.
Pass.
Pass.
Okay. Well, this is spirulina.
Spirulina.
That's the ingredient. Next one for Aniket. The New Yorker cover from November 15, 1993 is a painting titled Blank in the City by the acclaimed Barcelona-based artist Javier Mariscal. It is made partly in the style of another artist from the same city who was one of the Mariscal's inspirations. Which artist? The blank here is the surname of that artist. And the surname is acceptable. You don't need to give me the full name. Last in.
Miro.
Yeah, Miro is absolutely right. Good answer this. This is Joan Miro. Next one for you. This funicular railway links the thoroughfare Ilika to the old town Gonji, Grad. It is used by visitors after taking a tour around the Ban Joseph Jelacic Square to reach attractions such as the St. Mark's Church, the Museum of Broken Relationships, and the Naive Art Museum. Which capital city along the Sava River? Last 10.
Belgrade.
Not Belgrade. Aim.
Zagreb.
Zagreb is right. Yeah, this is Zagreb. Perfect answer. This ends round number 6 with this. Penultimate round, round 7. First one for Vinod. Season 1 of the celebrity deathmatch depicts a battle of rap versus rock. Puff Daddy faces off against the frontman of a band. The match ends with the Puff Daddy being sliced apart by projectiles that are 22.86 centimeters in length. What were these projectiles associated with the frontman, who is also known for his career in film scoring?
9-inch nails.
Yeah, 9-inch nails is a good answer. This is the 9-inch nails. Frontman being Trent Reznor. Second, with ancient Greek and Aramaic as base, which script was deciphered from the multilingual Ashokan edicts. This was the prevalent script used by many languages in the Indian subcontinent between 3rd century BCE to 5th century CE. Last 10.
Hmm.
Pass.
Aniket?
Brahmi.
Brahmi is correct. Also accepted was Pali. So Pali or Brahmi. Next one. What group of rock forming aluminium tectosilicate minerals containing sodium, calcium, potassium, or barium makes up to 60% of the Earth's crust? It is a compound of German words field and flake. Last 10.
Pass.
Okay. Aniket?
Feldspar.
Feldspar is right. Yeah, correct. Next one. The queen of all fairies in Sleeping Beauty is called the Blank Fairy and offers wisdom among other things to Princess Aurora. Which flower is this fairy named after? It is based on the tradition of tucking a sprig of this flower inside babies' cradles to wish them wisdom. Last 10.
Pass.
Okay. Vinod?
Mm. Pass.
Movin?
Pass.
Aniket?
Pass.
Okay, when you're passing this is lilac.
Right.
Oh,
The thing is that I can't get.
Next one for Movin. The Villain's Emerald Weapon and Sephiroth, 5th and 8th on the Vulture's list of hardest video game bosses, feature in the 7th installment of which RPG by Square Enix. The franchisee got its alliterative name because the developers thought it would be the ultimate illusion created by them before the company went bankrupt.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, this is the right answer.
Is it?
Fantasy.
Again,
Yeah,
like that.
Final Fantasy is absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, great answer. Next one. While this player of Malay Greek origin has been in the news recently for violating Wimbledon's all-white dress code, this isn't the first time he has been brought to task for this offense. In 2015, he had to turn his official Wimbledon headband inside out as it rather ironically violated the dress code. Which player?
Kyrgios.
Yeah, Kyrgios is right. In the news recently. And the last two for Aniket as usual. And first one is this. The titular character of The Blank speaks for trees and it is out to confront the onceler who chops down the Trofula trees, which 1971 book by Dr. Seuss. It is recognized as a fable concerning the danger of human destruction of the environment.
the Lorax.
Lorax is absolutely right.
Oof.
Last one for you. Broadcast by the BBC in June 1940, which world leader around the start of what turned out to be a 4-year exile gave an impassioned speech that ended with whatever happens, the flame of French resistance must not and shall not die.
De Gaulle.
De Gaulle is right. Charles de Gaulle, perfect answer. This brings us to the last round now. Scores, Movin is currently in the lead with 7, Vinod on 15, Aniket close behind on 14, and him is on 7. First one for Vinod for last round. Light was the focus of divine worship in Dinne Ilahi, with the light fire ritual based on the blank, the principal act of worship in Zoroastrianism. What is this ritual that lends its name to the principal text in the Avesta? Translated to worship or oblation, it is linguistically and functionally related to the ritual performed in front of a sacred fire in Hinduism.
Yagna.
Prompt on Yagna. You have 10 seconds more. Any final answer?
Hegna.
Not Hegna. Him? Any answer, him? 5 seconds.
Ahuti.
Not Ahuti either. Movin,
I pass. I don't know this.
Aniket.
Pass.
Okay, well, Yagna was very close, but they want what is specific to this religion, and it was Yasna. And they said to prompt on Yagna on Yagya, which I did, but they wanted the word as Yasna. Okay. Second one for you. These flags, most of which feature a traditional canoe called Kamakao, was shortlisted as a part of a 2015 exercise to change the flag of which country. After a historic sporting victory the next year, where the current flag was waved enthusiastically, the government dropped this plan. The current flag features, among other things, a lion, sugarcane, a coconut palm, a dove, and bananas. Last 10.
Fiji.
Yeah, this is absolutely correct. Great answer. Sporting reference was the Fiji winning the rugby sevens at the 2016 Olympics. Next one for him. This funicular railway links the Krek Square to the castle that overlooks the city. Visitors marvel at the Josep Lennox designs, such as the Triple Bridge, the Turnovo Bridge, and the Central Market in the Old Town before heading to the castle, which capital city that was known as Emona under the Roman rule and Laibach under Habsburg rule.
Pass.
Okay, Vinod.
Ljubljana.
Yeah, great answer. This was a tough one, but you cracked it nicely. This is Ljubljana. Yeah.
This is what Romania's capital?
No.
Slovenia.
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 Slovenia. Okay.
Next one for you, him. Along with milk, what is the primary ingredient in a pink latte? It is a dry powdered form of Beta vulgaris, a folate-rich vegetable of the Bitoideae subfamily.
Beetroot.
Yeah, this is beetroot. As simple as that. Beetroot is correct. Next one for Movin is this. The New Yorker cover from 8 February 1993 featured a 1911 painting titled I and the Village. One of the earliest works of an artist, this cubist Fauvist painting made use of the elements from Belarusian and Yiddish folktales and culture, which were familiar to the artist. Name the artist, or which artist is this?
Mark Chagall.
Mark Chagall is absolutely correct. Next one for you. This book follows the central character attempting to get an unnamed man to eat a particular dish. Which 1960 book by Dr. Seuss, the musician pictured in the visual, has stated that his moniker was inspired by this book's central character. Last in.
Green eggs and ham.
Yeah, great answer. This is green eggs and ham, just in the nick of time. Super.
Who's this guy?
Villayan.
Black
Oh,
Eyed
Will I
Peas.
am. Okay.
Next one for Aniket. While it did not infringe upon Wimbledon's all-white dress code, this tux-inspired tennis dress landed its wearer in hot soup for seemingly mocking the tournament's stringent rules. Which controversial player, who is also a UN Goodwill Ambassador for the Chernobyl Recovery and Development Program, can be seen in the visual sporting this outfit?
Sharapova.
Yeah, this is Maria Sharapova. And the last one of today's quiz is this. In astrology, blank refers to the imaginary line or gap that separates a pair of consecutive zodiac signs in the sky, which term deriving from the Latin word for spear or point. Last 10.
Pike.
Not pike. No.
Cusp.
Cusp is a great answer. This is indeed cusp. And with this, we come to the end of the quiz.
What was the answer? Sorry.
Cusp. C-U-S-P. Cusp.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Great win for Movin Sir with 19 points. Vinod played excellently well, came very close with 18. Aniket scored an excellent 15, and Hem also gave some special answers for 8.